Greetings. Today we're going to talk about suspicious emails and how to spot one that is perhaps being dishonest about what it really is. In this example, we're going to talk about a Dunkin' Donuts email that I got. So as you can see in the front box, it says it's from Dunkin' Donuts survey. It says Dunkin' Donuts Spring Challenge. Everything about this looks like it's from Dunkin' Donuts, right? Wrong. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this picture. If you notice when you put your cursor over this, you get that little hand with the finger pointing. And that indicates that if you click, it's going to take you to a website. What website does that go to? I wonder. Well, you can actually find out without clicking on that, and we call this hover for cover. That's right, hover for cover. Don't just click on that picture. If you hover for a second, you'll notice that the website pops up down here at the bottom of the page. And this is true with actually most hyperlinks and pictures that if you click on it, it'll take you to a website. So let's take a closer look at this website, shall we? This website says it goes to fotekios.com. Well, that's kind of odd. I wonder, what does fotekios.com have to do with Dunkin' Donuts? Nothing as far as I know. And this is where you need to start using your own critical thinking a little bit and questioning stuff. Let's take a closer look at the from box. The from says it's from Dunkin' Donuts survey, but again, we're going to hover for cover on that address, or I should say on that from box. And when we do, it actually pops up the address that it came from. Again, looking at this a little bit closer, it says contact at Carso. What? Again, let's use our critical thinking. What does that have to do with Dunkin' Donuts? Nothing as far as I can tell. Looking down here at the bottom of the message, it has two different unsubscribe addresses. If you want, you can mail comments to this address in New York, New York, or this address in Jackson, Wyoming. Again, I ask, what do these have to do with Dunkin' Donuts? Nothing as far as I can tell. And again, does that even make sense that you would have two different unsubscribe addresses? Not really. Looking closer, you also see it says click here to unsubscribe, and if we put our cursor on that, we again get the little finger cursor that indicates if we click on that, it'll take us to a website. We're not just going to click it though. We're going to hover for cover, and you see we get this address down at the bottom. Let's take a closer look at that, shall we? The website this goes to is JY, so on and so forth, lots of nonsense. This does not make any sense at all. Why would this website and all these other different websites be associated with Dunkin' Donuts? And again, as far as I can tell, they have absolutely nothing to do with Dunkin' Donuts. Well, this is an example of what's known as snowshoeing. So basically, the way your email spam filter may work is it may recognize this website coming from an email and saying, hey, I know that website, that's a dangerous website, so I'm going to send this to the spam folder, right? Well, it may not recognize perhaps this address or some of the other ones. So by having a whole bunch of different email, or I should say website domains associated with this particular email, the hope by the guy sending out the spam mail is it will trick the spam filter, because the spam filter might say, well, I know this is dangerous, but I don't recognize the other one, so yeah, maybe this is safe. And hopefully, they hope, it'll get into your email inbox. Even still, if it does make it into your inbox, take a closer look, hover for cover as always, and ask yourself, does this really have anything to do with what it says it is? And that's a little bit about how to spot suspicious emails.